A Noisy Day by Mr. Noisy. Hello, I'm Mr. Noisy. Sorry, I'll try to whisper, but it is very difficult being quiet when you hear me. You see, I just can't help being noisy. Everything I do noisily. For instance, I went to the cinema the other day, and I bought a bag of crisps to eat during the movie. Well, each bite I took sounded like 100 milk bottles being smashed to smithereens. Nobody could hear the film, believe it or not. I was trying to eat them quietly, and I couldn't. I had to leave the cinema. Then there was the time I went to the library to read a book. Now, you would have thought that reading a book is one of the quietest things you can do. It probably is. That is, unless you are like me. Went my shoes as I tiptoed around the library looking for a book. Went the book when I put it down on the table. Straight with the chair when I pulled it in. Rustle, rustle, rustle as the pages as I turned it. It was no good. I couldn't read a book quietly. I had to leave the library as well. As you can see, it's not easy being me. Most of the time, people think that I am a terrible nuisance. But there was one whole day when everyone is very glad I am as noisy as I am. It was the day that I went to the seaside. I caught the bus at the bottom of the hill below my house. 1 ticket for the railway station, please, I said, in what I thought was a quiet voice. But the bus driver nearly fell out of his bus. On the way to the station, we got stuck in a dreadful traffic jam. While we were waiting, a fire engine came up behind us. They were trying to get to a fire but couldn't. They couldn't get through because their siren was completely broken. I hopped on the fire engine. Out of the way. Fire engine coming through. I yelled in my loudest voice, which is very loud. Instantly, all the cars on Wobbletown's High Street moved out of the way. Oh, thank you very much, said the fire chief, and they rushed out to put out the fire. The station was in chaos when I reached it. There were people running around in every direction, shouting and bumping into each other. The station's loudspeakers did not work, and nobody knows which train was leaving from which platform. I went to the station master, who is looking very worried. I may be able to help, I said. I stood on an upturned box. The Seaside Express will be leaving from platform 1, and the Tilton train will be leaving from platform 2, and the Nonsense Land train was waiting at platform 3. I shouted at the top of my voice. All the passengers happily made their way to the trains. On this station master smiled at me. It's not often when someone smiles at me after I've just shouted at the top of my voice. Thank you very much, he said. It's just Mm. 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 We soon arrived only to find Seatown shrouded in fog. It was so thick that if I had a nose, I would hardly be able to see it on my face, and I certainly couldn't see the nose on anyone else's face. I went to the Seaview Hotel. There was nobody at the front desk. I rang the bell. Ding. The manager rushed out of his office, looking very shaken. I'd like a room for the week, please. I'd like a room for the week, please, I said in my very quietest whisper. Sorry, I can't hear you, said the manager. The sound of the bell is still ringing in my ears. I'd like a room for the week, please. I said a little louder. The manager nearly fell over backwards. He heard me that time. After tea, I went down to the beach. It was still very foggy. As I walked along, a man who was running up the light, he was running up to the beach, bumped into me. Oh, I'm sorry, said the man, but I'm in a terrible rush. I'm the lighthouse keeper, and I'm in a terrible rush. I'm the lighthouse keeper, and the foghorn of the lighthouse is broken. I don't know what to do. I do, I said and smiled. I'm sure you can guess what I did next. That's right. I climbed it up at the lighthouse and I shouted, "Beware of the rocks," all night long. The rest of my stay at the seaside was much quieter. You'll never guess why, but I'll tell you. All my shouting had made me lose my voice. You